Oops, I'm sorry. Let's start the session. Let me share you my screen. So until last week, we discussed about TCD, how to create a template, how to create instances using TCD and all. Any questions, any doubts on till that topic? No? Okay. So before we discuss about Excel sheets and all, I want to cover one more topic from the module section. That is rescan and module merge. What is rescan? When do we use it? And what is module merge? When do we use it? Is what I want to tell you. Okay. Let me share you my screen. Let it open. I don't know why I can see very few members today. Might be because of Monday. Okay. Okay. Let's go to these modules. Okay. So what is rescan? When do we use it? Any idea? We have only 3 participants today. So let's speak out. Hello?
Yes, Ramya.
Okay, thanks. Okay, so what is happening is, for suppose, let's take the same web page. Okay, you have identified all these four uniquely. Okay, now today you identified this login, shopping cart, wish list. Based on their inner text and all, you identified them uniquely, and everything is working fine. But tomorrow, think like, no, this was what happened at the past. Like we identified everything and every test case are working. Now, let's say that my properties for these buttons have been changed. And in addition to these buttons, I got some new buttons which are to be added. So how do I manage? What if we scan it again? Any idea? Like what will happen when I scan it again? Again it will become an independent module, right? And it is nowhere related to my library. Are you getting my point? Hello?
Yes, Ramya.
I'll explain you once again. Please let me know if you don't understand. Now I have a module which is having a register button in it. Okay, with the inner class, inner text value as registration. Let me write this. It is hard to write here. Okay, and now what I say is this is what happened last time. And then I used this registration and all in some libraries, okay, to create the reusable test step blocks. And I used those reusable test step blocks in the templates and all. Okay. Now what I'm saying is, as per my release, this inner text has become register instead of registration. And in addition to this, there are some new properties added, some properties deleted. Okay, that means basically we have some property change here. And some additional controls like login or have been added. So now what if I scan it again the whole thing? What will happen? That module will become independent. That module is nowhere related to this library. Am I correct?
Yes, Ramya.
Because I already used this module in different RTBs and I formed various chains with it. Am I correct? Now, if I bring up a new module, again, until and unless I take it and use it there, okay, I can't make up these chains. And taking and using it there is a very hard task for me. I don't know where all did I use this register. For suppose if you take top menu module, okay, so where all did we use top menu module? Can anybody list out? No, right? It is hard for us. Am I correct? So instead of bringing up a new thing, they introduced a concept of rescan. Okay, so what will happen here is, wait, let me copy this module or else
ఇది
let
విని
me show you here.
వినేసి నేను కూడా స్టార్ట్ చేస్తా.
In the register button, already the inner text is register here, right? So I will change it as registration. Okay, and then we have email ID, login. Think like we don't have this login. Okay, no, we don't have this wish. Okay, so now what I do is I will right click on it and rescan. Whenever we say rescan, right, if that particular control is not available on that web page, for suppose the properties of it are changed and there is no control with the existing properties, then it will be shown as the unmapped control. For suppose if you see register, what happened here? The properties have been changed. If you see email ID, do we have any control with the name email ID? No, right? We don't have it. Similarly, logout button, we don't have any control with that. So that's why they are listed in the unmapped controls. And how do we map them? For suppose if you say register, whatever we are discussing, the properties have been changed, but this button still exists, right? So then all you have to do is see this is the mapping icon. Click on this map icon and then it will list out all the controls which are related to the register. So this is the one that I want. So say select this register, select the inner text whatever properties that you want, and then you are saying control to map. Okay, you are selecting the control whichever you want to map, and then you will say here done. So now if you see this control has been mapped and it has moved to the top one from the unmapped controls. This is, and if you want to add some new controls to this module, yes, all you can do is say select on screen and add it. And one important thing to remember, as in XScan window, in rescan, you cannot see any finish screen button. All you have to do is save it and close it. Did you understand?
Yes, Ramya.
Okay. And now if you observe here, the register, see the property has become now register. So what will happen is the links and all, whatever it is having, right? They will not be disturbed because of this method. And there is one more method similar to this. That is module merge, we call it. Okay, let me create one folder for it. And I'll take this registration module. Okay, think like we have two modules. One is module A and another one is module B. And if you observe, are both the same? Yes, right? I just copy pasted. Am I correct? Hello?
Yes, Ramya.
Okay. Today I can see very less strength. At least see yes or no. Okay. So that I can understand that you people are understanding these concepts. Okay. So now right now first let us see how to do a module merge on the same modules. Okay, and then let's see how like how can we do this module merge on two different modules. So for that, first you need to select multiple modules, and in the modules menu, you can see the merge modules option here. Until unless you select multiple modules, it will not be enabled. You have to select exactly two modules. Okay, and now see this merge modules has been enabled. So click on it, and this is the module merge assistant. Okay, what are the menus that we have here is the first one we want to see is this show and view one. Okay, show or hide it will be. Okay, this is nothing but in order to see the detailed view. Always have this hide only so that you can understand what is happening. Other one is switch modules and another one is close and this one is the merge. What is this switch module is whenever we are doing this module merge, right? Only one module will come out as the result. Now we are mixing A and B. The output should be either A or B. So whatever you want as the target that will remain, whatever is the source that will be deleted. So accordingly you have to choose. If you want B to be your target, just say switch. If you want A to be your target, just say switch. This is how this switch modules work. Close is to close, and once we are done, then we can say merge. And now if you see all the buttons, if they are same, they will be automatically mapped here. See, male, female, first name, last name, email, all these are same buttons, right? So that is the reason they have been automatically mapped. Okay. And now all you say is merge here. Once we do click on this merge, see,
Ramya,
yeah,
you said male, female, the properties are matching, so it got linked up. So what if B got added up of new features, so it will be listed over there?
yeah, we will discuss this now.
Okay.
So once done, here it says it cannot delete because we are working in slim workspace or have excluded modules something. Okay, say close. No problem. What will happen, why it could not delete is we did not do a checkout tree on this. This is a new folder, so that's why might be. Let me do this. Once I will do check in all first and then checkout tray. Okay. Now, first here we are just merging two similar modules. The next example we will talk about two different modules. Okay. So here this shows how my target looks like. Okay. So now everything is same. So I will just say merge here. So once I say merge, see, okay, it is saying that it could not be, my source cannot be deleted. It's okay, close it. But now I can delete my source manually also. Usually it will be deleted. I don't know why. And now if you look at this A, now let's take the example of two different modules so everybody can understand. Let me say B. Okay, what I do is now in the A, I'm deleting this password, confirm password, register. Okay, and here in the B, I'll delete email and last name. And for the properties of male and female also, I will say, right, what is the ID here? Gender female. So I will say gender female hyphen new. Okay, I'm just changing their properties. And here I will add one more property also. Something constraint index. Okay, and some value to it. Okay. So now if you observe, when we compare A and B, right, A doesn't have this password, confirm password and register, and B has this. B doesn't have last name and email which A has. And even the properties of this male and female radio buttons have been changed. So these two are basically two different modules. Do you agree with me? Now let us merge both of them and see. I just selected both of them and I'm going to this merge modules. And now if you observe here, see when I say show, see it listed out two males, two females, first name, last name, email, password, confirm password, register. So this is how it lists. But now here we have a chance to link everything. Okay. See, first one is mail. When I say open this drop down, all the radio buttons have been coming up. I'll say mail. Okay. And when I want both mails to be linked together, see, it says there are some conflicts. I need to resolve it. And when I expand it, see, these are the conflicts. These two are having two IDs. A, it is the gender male, whereas in B, it is gender male new. So which one do I need to keep? I can just click on it. For suppose I want to keep gender male, just click on it. And now the second one is constraint index. I don't want it at all. So click on this into mark. So see, it has been striked off. So the conflicts are resolved here for this. Did you understand how did I do that?
Ramya, can you explain once again?
Here, both of these are having, one second, I will unlink everything. See here, when I am trying to link them, right, both M's together, I just clicked on this drop down so that I can map them together similar to first name. And now I am selecting male here in the B module because both of them are same, right? See, I got an orange icon here saying one attribute causes a conflict. Bottom you can see that, right? Resolve conflicts in order to proceed. So, and now I am just expanding this plus icon here and see what is the conflict and all. There are two different IDs and in the A module it doesn't have any constraint index, whereas in the B module it has a constraint index value of 4. These are nothing but the property changes. Am I correct?
Yeah.
These properties we changed it, right? So that they become two independent modules. So now it is asking which one do you want among these two? If I want gender male new, I need to click on it. If I want gender male, I need to click on it. If I don't want anything, I'll just click on this into mark. So see, all the conflicts have been resolved.
అన్నిగానం ఎందుకు కలిపారు?
Sorry,
Sorry, Ramya. Sorry. Not.
is it clear now?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's take the female also here. See, the same way, it has conflicts. Here, all I say is take gender female. That's all. Okay. And first name has been automatically mapped. And last name, it is not there in B. So it is a brand new one. Email ID, not there. Password, confirm password, register are not there over here. So finally, this is how my target looks like. Okay, and now I will just say merge. See, it says it is done. And now you can just say close. And now if you look at A, see, it has all the attributes. Male, with gender male, female with gender female, first name, last name, email ID, password, confirm password, register button. Is it clear now?
Yeah, Ramya.
Ramya, in which scenario we are doing this? Means for merging the code?
Usually, there is no specific scenario that we do this. Whenever if there is something new that has been scanned, you know, especially with some people, they don't know and they will start scanning everything new instead of using this rescan. And sometimes you need to merge, like you don't know. Sometimes you may see that it has been duplicated and you are using two modules in two different scenarios. Instead of that, you can use only one across all, right? So even then we will merge them.
Mm.
So rescan also we have to do in the real time. Is it mandatory to do rescan?
Yes, it will be, because
Okay.
every time the properties will not stick, like sometimes there might be a change in the properties, right? So whenever
Yes.
there is a change, then we will do a rescan. We will know. For suppose now if I am running my script and it is failing and it says no particular attribute or no particular element have been found, what I already have this, why is it unable to find it, is what that strikes our mind when we get that error. Am I correct? And then immediately we will just do a rescan to check whether that element is there properly or not, whether they change any properties. Okay.
Yeah, Ramya.
And another one I want to show you, in some interviews they ask, there is an option here that is find duplicate modules. This will help you to find if you have any duplicates. For suppose if you take the A module, right? The duplicate is nothing but the registration module. Let us see if it can find. See, inside module merge, there is an A module and it is not linked to any test cases. It is a duplicate. Do you want to merge it? Okay. And one more important thing that I want to say you is search all usages. If you click on this search all usages, right, usually it will list out how many times did you use this particular module. Okay, we used this module in 4 times, that is in the test steps. Okay, this is all about rescan, module merge, search all usages, find duplicate modules. Any questions? Any doubts? No? Are we good? Shall I move ahead? Hello? Okay. Then now we are done with this modules thing. The next thing that I want to discuss with you all is about the Excel sheet thing. Okay. Give me one moment. One second. Okay. So last time we used this particular login template and we created instances using TCD, right?
Yes.
So now let's see how to create instances using Excel sheet. For that, see, I hope all of you have remembered, like when we installed Tosca on the first day I was saying you, there are two folders that will be created. One is the program files cross 86 folder and another one is the Tosca underscore projects. If you get into this Tosca underscore projects, you have a Tosca commander folder and inside that you will be having a templates folder. Inside this templates, you will see a BO and inside this BO, you will see an example sheet. Just copy this example sheet and place it in a particular folder. Now I am placing it in batch 10 folder. Okay, and if I open this example sheet, okay, this is nothing but this is the template how we usually create. Like you have certain defined structure in these test sheets and all, right? In the same way from Excel, this is the template that we are following. Okay, here all you need to do for that particular instance creation and all is, I'll show you 1 second. I think it's on 10. No. Yeah. These are the scenarios that we have picked up that day, right? So let's write the same scenarios. For that, what are the attributes that are required actually? Let us expand all and see. First of all, the first attribute is URL. Next is email, password. You can list out these attributes from the templates. Let me copy this, paste it here. Okay. And here I will say accept. Okay. And now from the precondition part, what is that you need? A URL, right? I'm just deleting all these business parameter links. Okay. So nothing is dependent on the, okay. Or else you can drag and drop a new ones also here instead of using these. I think these are the ones. Yeah, these are the ones. Okay, cool. So first one is the URL, right? So these are the attributes. URL is one. Next one is some email ID, password. Remember me, forgot password. Let's type them. Email ID, password, remember me, forgot password, login button. Okay. The next one is error message. So these are the things. Okay. And in addition to them, you need a flag also. So say flag. Okay. So now let's list out the test cases that you need. So how many test cases? 6 test cases. Okay. The first one is the valid username and valid password. Right. The second one is invalid username and valid password. Okay. The third one is valid username, invalid password. And the fourth one is empty username, valid password. Next one is valid username and empty password. The last one is invalid username and invalid password. So these are the test cases that I have. Right. Now, for all these test cases, what is the value of the URL? demowebshop.triscientist.com. Right. So let's copy this and enter the same value across. The next one is whenever we say valid username, what is that? ramya.496@gmail.com. Copy this and paste it whenever you have valid username. And next is invalid username. So type something at the rate of gmail.com. I'm removing my hyperlink and copying this cell, paste it, paste it. And this is empty, right? So no value. Okay, cool. The next one is the password. When we say valid password, it is nothing but test it 1, 2, 3. So type the same. So this is valid password, this is valid one, and then valid password, and then that's all three.
Ramya,
Yes,
uh, is this for manual testing purpose?
this is also automation only, but usually earlier days most of the companies were using this approach instead of TCD and all. So that's why it's good to know. But here all the work you are doing manually.
Ramya.
Yes.
In offices, do we ask to do these kind of Excel sheets?
That's what, if your company is using Excel, then you are supposed to do this. Okay. Nowadays, I can see 99% of the companies are using PCDs only. But you should know this one also.
Yeah.
So by using this template, we can automate the application also.
Yes, I will tell you. Okay. And for the login, it is click, right? So just give click. So we are just not using this TCD part, except that everything is remaining the same. And if you see this sheet and Excel sheet, both of them are almost similar. Okay, now let's make a note of this, what do you say, error messages, and then quickly see this. No customer account found. 1, 2, like, okay, 1, 3, and 5. I'll add this here, here, here. The next error is the credentials are incorrect. And this one involves lot of manual work basically. And now let's set the flags. Success, error, error. Okay. So now I prepared my Excel sheet. This is how what my Excel should be like. Right. So all I do is I'll save this and I'm closing this. Okay. And now I will just rename my Excel as login just for sample purpose. Okay. And now come back to your Tosca. This is the one that you have converted as template. Right. Here also, now right click and say this is the only one additional step that you have to know. Edit schema path. Last time when we are doing with the TCD, we just dragged it and dropped it. But in Excel, you have to right click and say schema path. So what is this schema path? Why is it useful means it will list out what is your data source. Like which one are you using? If we are using test sheets, right, then they will not have any schema path. All they have is schema name. Okay. But if you are using some Excel and all, you will be editing the schema path. I'll show you. Right click, edit schema path, and here there are three dots, right? If you click on it, it will ask you which sheet should I pick up. Now all I do is go to this batch 10 and I should pick up the login sheet and I'll say open. See, it will list out all the sheets that have inside it. I am working on sheet 1, so I'll select sheet 1 and I'll say okay. See, now the schema path and the schema name have been changed. Now this schema name is nothing but my particular Excel sheet name, and my schema name is the Excel workbook. Okay. So now this Excel is acting as the data source for this template. Okay. And the next important thing, as we do in TCD, when we drag and drop, what will happen? All business parameters will be automatically mapped with the attributes, right? But in Excel, you should type it manually. Okay. So now open your Excel sheet once again. Go back to this. And here, how do you type it is curly braces, Excel of that particular attribute name, URL. Okay. Similarly, for the email, we mentioned it as email ID, right? So copy this. Okay. And the next one is password. And the next one is remember me. This is very hard, right? Hello?
Yeah, Ramya. Ramya,
Which one do you feel easy?
TCD, Ramya, I have a doubt here.
Yes, yes.
Suppose we are creating business parameters, right? Through for TCD, then it will come as Excel parameter URL, some kind of syntax, right?
Yes.
But here we are typing Excel URL, so that uh, parameterization and this parameterization will be same, so that it pick up the value.
No, no. See, when you are using business parameters, that is in the syntax of curly braces PL of, right?
Yeah.
Now here you are using those reusable blocks in a template and you are passing the actual values to the business parameters. So here what I meant by Excel of is go to the Excel reference of this cell.
Okay.
Did you understand? Yes, no?
Yeah.
Okay. What did I give for login? I did not give any space or anything. Error message, error space message. And even the conditions can be changed. Okay. So now let's right click and say check template. So we can see, is everything good here? Yes, it says no errors found. Okay. And now the same way, right click, go to these three dots, say create template instances, and see again it is asking us, is this the sheet that I have to look for? Just to say, save. Okay, just to say okay and say yes. And see, we got all 6 different test cases. The same way, but only thing is here we are not using TCD, we are using Excel. And let's see if our conditions have been met. See, we got only success ones. And in the error ones, we got only error related ones. Any questions? Any doubts still here? No? Cool. So this is what I want to discuss with you today. Tomorrow I will show you how do you use the normal Excel sheet. And then let us discuss about recovery and cleanup scenarios. Okay? Thank you everyone. Thanks for joining. Bye bye.
Ramya,
Yes.